Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Best Life and Beyond. We're in the car because we're about to take a little stroll, a little walk, where we will have to don our masks. So we thought, why not say hello with our faces first?
Yeah, I think that's really important nowadays to kind of like show you our smiling faces first.
Yeah, because
so we start off on a good note.
Normally, I try not to start vlogs in the car unless we have to, because I like to show a location and give you guys something cool to look at. In this case, we decided this would be better.
Yes, we're really excited because Downtown Disney is going to be opening this week.
It's literally days away. It's kind of hard to believe.
You can almost taste it.
I'm so ready for Downtown Disney.
And
Splash
I think a lot
Mountain.
of you guys asked our opinion on like Splash Mountain and Critter Country.
Yeah.
And it's like we said in What's Happening Wednesday, we didn't want to like make a quick opinion on it, because I think with Disney especially, we get very emotional.
Yeah.
We're very emotionally tied to that park. So if you were to make a quick like thought of like, you know, yeah, I'm happy, but oh, I'm sad. It's like you want to be able to iron it out. Think about how we really feel about it, and we'll kind of like touch on that a little bit too, so you can see where we stand on the whole thing.
We're gonna get going. We just had some...
Yeah, we went to Sun Life Organics. We finished it. I got the Blue Magic, which is just a bunch of stuff in there, and you got the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah, even though it says Katie,
and
it's for me.
We put whey protein in there so that we would, you know, be able to
feel way better than normal.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, and it helps because we skipped breakfast, and then we'll probably not do a big lunch.
Right.
So that it kind of took that place to a little bit of a meal replacement in a way. And Binky's like back there ready to go.
She's ready to hit the trail.
She's like, let's go, guys. Come on. Get it going.
We're going for a little local walk. We're gonna hit the trail. All right, it's time to put the mask on. You ready?
Yep.
There it is. Look at that. It's easy as that.
Put your masks on, people.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look who's here.
There she is.
She's flying.
Binky, the chocolatier.
Do 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 do. Hi, baby.
She said, "Let's go for a
baby.
walk."
Are you ready to go for a little walk? Are you ready?
She's ready. She's got her little kerchief on.
She wishes she could go to Downtown Disney reopening.
I know.
I wish she could too. I wish she could just come into Disneyland with us. Can you imagine?
I know. All right, so we're in Legacy Park in Malibu. It's kind of the local central park, I guess, of town. It used to be just kind of a dead area where they had the chili cook-off years ago, just a big open dirt area, but they've kind of restored it to like a wetlands lagoon type of habitat.
You have to be really careful if you bring your dogs here, because you can see like snakes, like rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
So I don't let Binky walk without, you know, I'm really like helicopter mom on her, and we forgot the stroller, so
yeah, so
you know, you gotta be careful.
I always like the surfboard kind of looks of all the signs too.
And it's nice that there's like a lot of shade on this walkway. Plus it's really cool weather anyways, because we're so close to the ocean.
Yeah.
The ocean's what, like, I don't know.
The ocean's literally across the street.
Right? Like how far would you say mileage wise? I'd say like 1 mile?
No, not even less than an 1/8 of a mile.
Yeah.
1/16 of a mile.
Okay, so clearly Katie doesn't know her mileage.
No. We have procured a bench to sit and chat.
And a little bit of shade. That would be nice.
A little bit.
So how do you feel about the reopening of Downtown Disney? What are you most excited about?
I'm just most excited about getting back to that and what I'm used to being around for a lot of the time, and you know, just the vibe, and hearing the theme music playing, because I know they're going to put, you know, piping in all that music like they normally do.
I'm most excited for that vibe, you know, like just that actual vibe of like the magic.
Yeah.
And the fact that maybe we can't be hugging and shaking hands and high-fiving, but the fact that we can actually see our friends and people that follow this channel, and just our general like Disney friends, you know, that we are so used to seeing all the time. That part is just making me so beyond excited.
The other part for me is just literally being on the property. There's a weird thing. There's a sense of just being able to step on the property. I think it's gonna kind of be a heavy thing, because we've gone to the perimeter and it's like locked down, you know. So the sense that we'll be allowed inside the perimeter is a big deal in broader terms of allowing, you know, entry back in there, because that's the steps that have to be taken to open it back up. So it's like the first step in, you know what I mean? And then the next step is to get behind those gates and get in that park, you know. So it's cool to take the first step. It's you know,
It's
it's going to be a
definitely
trip.
something big.
I've already had dreams about it, about like being there and walking in and being super emotional and not even expecting it. And in my dream, though, really weird.
The thing that we do have to keep in mind, and I think you all, you know, this is what we wanted to talk about, is things are not going to be the same.
Yeah.
I think I'm so glad I watched Adam the Woo's video, because he went to World of Disney in Florida.
Yeah, Disney Springs. Is that where that is?
Disney Springs, yeah. So, and just like he said, it's not, don't expect it to be the same.
Right.
While the vibe might be the same, you know, it's you do have to bring your patience, and you have to know that you're gonna have to kind of wait and be cautious as well, because we do have to remember, as excited and happy as we are, we are still in the middle of something that we don't have a cure for, or even, you know, anything that's really helping that much. So we have to remember, wear your masks, use your hand sanitizer, wash your hands, and, you know, don't crowd people, and that's it. So we can still have fun while doing that. We should be so thankful that we even get to do that right now.
Also, I think it's cool that, you know, people are going to be going there to buy stuff, and you know, I've seen photos from like Disney Springs of people with all these bags, and it's like right on for, you know, that goes to the cause right now, because those parks, you know, have been, you know, taken such a hard hit. So it's cool to be able to stimulate
the Disney economy.
Right.
I think the other thing I'm so excited to do is just to be able to say hi and thank you to our cast members. Yeah. I am like so beyond excited for that. I've been thanking our grocery, you know, retail workers. Yeah. As every chance we get, we always say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because
you got to jump through all these hoops.
Can you imagine how scary that must be?
Yeah, all these jobs are hard as it is. I always said this. Right. Being a service worker, being a salesperson, any kind of service industry job is already hard enough with the rules that existed before all this. Now, you got to, as I say, you got to jump through hoops while eating fire. And then dance a jig on some Jell-O.
And pat your head and rub your belly at the same time.
And be nice about it.
It is just a big reminder that, you know, when you are there, please be as courteous, patient as you can. I know we definitely will be, as always.
And you're wearing your mask for them, you know.
Yeah, remember, that's the other thing, is like you're wearing your mask for them.
With that said, do you want to continue?
Let's walk a little bit more.
We're gonna walk a little bit and get off this bench, because
it was nice to sit and enjoy it, though.
Yeah. I have no pigeons to feed. I feel weird. So
Pinky wants to sniff a little bit.
Yeah.
She's got stuff to do.
She's going straight.
She's got to sneeze
for the dirt.
And this is where, like I said, folks, you got to be really careful with your fur babies, because I'm scoping out the area like you wouldn't imagine, because I don't want any snakes or anything to be in there.
As we leave the cover of shade and enter, what did you call it? The coastal plain? The coastal prairie. The coastal prairie, yes.
Oh, come here, I want to look at this statue.
And Katie noticed the surfboard statue that's always here. And yes, he's wearing a mask. He's being safe. I don't know if that would necessarily happen in the water, but at least out here where he's posing with folks, he's being safe about it. He's even got some wildflowers that someone has placed in his hand. Or maybe at night when he comes alive, he goes out there and picks flowers, you know?
Maybe. Well, somebody painted his toenails sparkly black. Did you see that?
Oh, look at that. As we continue down the trail.
Onto the prairie. It'd be nice to bring our scooters here, but I don't know if we could.
We probably could. And there's the Malibu Country Mart, where Sun Life Organics is, John's Garden, falafels, coffee bean, all sorts of things are right there. Right next to this beautiful park. Look at that.
Sometimes I think when you're in things like this, where there's just so much anxiety all around you all the time, one of the things I found to be most tranquil is to come to a park or a place in nature where there's a lot of trees, and just quiet your mind, quiet everything, and just listen to the birds, listen to the trees. Stuff like that really, really helps me a lot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I will give you some of that in this video so you can get some, but man, does it help.
Who does it help?
Who
does it
help?
You knew what I was doing there, see? Pinky and the Burrowing Owl, tonight at 11.
That sounds like a really good movie I would actually watch.
He's got those eyes that can see at night, those yellow night vision goggles built in. Woo, woo. All right, as we leave the owl, we venture on. Check out the western toad in all his glory. Did you see that wild western toad back there?
I did, and you know what all those critters are reminding me of?
What?
Critter country!
Oh yeah, crits.
We need to talk about that.
The crits. Yeah, we haven't talked about Splash really too much, have we?
How do you feel about Splash Mountain changing?
Go.
Now that you've had time to think about it.
Let's take this route since there's some shade.
Yes.
So how do I feel about Splash Mountain? You know, I was never a huge Splash Mountain fan purely for one reason, because you got so wet, and I have like a thing about having my feet wet, like, I don't know, in the park. Anyways, as far as the theme of the ride, I always enjoyed it. I just didn't like the getting wet part, I guess.
Right.
So I'm not too bummed out really that, you know, the theme itself is changing. I didn't mind it because the theme to me was just a bunch of animals and critters doing stuff, and I wasn't sure that there was a narrative, to be honest with you. I just knew that somebody was in on the fact that we were going to be going down a big drop, and they knew it, and I was scared, and I don't know. So that's all I really ever got out of the ride.
Right.
Personally, I did remember hearing that the origin was from Song of the South. I didn't know that, but knowing that and the fact that they're changing it for sensitivity reasons, that's fine. I have no issue with that. I think it makes sense, and you know,
Disneyland's ever changing.
Yeah, I mean, I had to deal with that once. The redhead was the big one for me in Pirates of the Caribbean. If you don't know what that is, it was the scene where they're trying to they're auctioning off the women, and you know, old world style, which obviously is not appropriate. So they changed that, and you know, it was hard for us hardcore Disneyland fans, but at the same time we understood why, and the ride is still just as awesome and fun as it ever was. So with that said, for Splash, for me, I feel like, you know, it's still going to be the same ride. You know, so
I would say for me, I actually really loved Princess and the Frog. I think Tiana is just fantastic. I love everything she stands for, and frankly, if I'm being frankly honest here, I always thought that when we'd see her on the Mark Twain and everything, because that's where you know you're going to see her, because it's like the, you know, the Mark Twain thing.
Well, that's her set, like,
that's
you know,
her set, and you know, that's actually, ironically, my niece Kaylee, that's one of her favorite princesses.
That's true.
She loves Tiana. She would come to Disneyland and be like, Kitty, Auntie Kitty, when can we see Tiana?
Yeah.
And I would always be like, you know, we gotta hope that she's on the Mark Twain right now. Well, this will be awesome. I'm hoping that, because my niece and most little girls, they're not big enough to go on Splash Mountain height requirement wise. So the one thing that I had the concern about was like, how are little girls who love this princess and her story gonna be able to enjoy it? But my theory is if they did change Hungry Bear into something like Tiana's place and like the whole, you know, that whole vibe, I think that wouldn't be such a bad thing, because she'd be able to be, you know, Tiana will be over there more. You know, it's going to create more of a story for Tiana. And just like I said with the Hollywood backlot changing and Tower of Terror, as much as Tower of Terror is so awesome, we do have to think about what do little kids love these days, because that is the magic for them.
Right.
And although we are adults and we deserve our like childlike happiness too, we have the whole park. We can kind of justify things. Like for kids, that's what creates the adults that they are, is having that magic from the get-go. So something like that I think would be cool. And maybe they could pump in the smell of beignets like they do with Haunted Mansion Holiday and Cookie Num Nums.
That is a good idea. I also think I also think that, you know how Winnie the Pooh has his own little kind of home base over there by the store? Like maybe she'll have a little home base.
Well, yeah, like that's what I was thinking. Maybe like Hungry Bear is where they sell like her food, because that's what she does. She cooks. She's a freaking rock star. But I'm saying that she has a meet and greet area that's custom to her. That it's like her reception area. Maybe they, you know, have like a, I don't know how they do that, but leave that to the Imagineers. I see what you're saying.
But like a home base,
and
correct?
Like,
everybody's got their home base, kind of like, you know, she needs her home base. Like Jack Sparrow's always on the island, or he's in New Orleans Square, or you see him traveling to and from, obviously. But he's got his, you know, area where he lives, and so it would be cool to give her a home base, so to speak. So when you're seeing her walking, you're, oh, she's gonna go, you know, meet and greet and go hang out with her in her zone.
Now now also the other thing is like, now will we lose the Zippity Doo Dah song? That will be gut-wrenching to me. However, it's like you have to lose some, it's like when you move, right? You have to, you love the place for what it is, and we appreciate it. I love Splash Mountain. I loved it for all those little critters. I love Brer Rabbit and Bear, and I love seeing that bear butt, you know, when you're, he's like, oh. I'll miss that, of course. But you know, it's just, we gotta move forward, and I just think it's the best thing to do, and I will miss it. The ride will stay the same. essentially, you know, the actual ride system. So it'll be great. Great Imagineers. Disney does it best.
And if you guys want to see ride-throughs, we've got a few on there. Go search our channel for Splash Mountain, Best Life and Beyond.
You might search Life Disney Splash Mountain, and I think you'll find it.
That as well.
There.
But the good thing is we'll show you tips on staying. Not about staying dry, but how to deal. We have ways to
wetness.
Yeah, we do. And who knows? I always said that they should make different levels of wetness depending on the temperature of the day. It's like if it's wintertime and it's like 40 degrees.
Yeah, make it like a spa.
Like no, not the temperature of the water. That's a good idea. That is a good idea, but that would cost too much. I'm saying less splash. If there was a way to control that. Now, there's probably not a way to control that. I don't.
So you're saying less splash and more mountain?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. As we come to this little amphitheater-esque little thing right here, I noticed as we wrap this up, look on the ground, mountains. Because we've been talking about a special mountain that we love
dearly.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
That was just meant to be, huh,
yeah,
Pinky? Always
trying to tie it in. So we hope you enjoyed that little walk and talk with us, as we call these. Give you our peace of mind about things, and we're going to be trying to do some more travel before we get out of the month of July.
Hopefully.
So stay tuned for all sorts of new adventures and things like that. We're constantly trying to figure out where to take this thing amidst all the restrictions. So we think you'll enjoy the next couple of weeks.
Definitely, we got to live our best life. So if you like this video and you want to see more from Best Life and Beyond, please let us know by giving it a big thumbs up.
Yep, and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time on Best Life and Beyond. Bye bye, everybody.